In this video, I'm going to show you guys a bunch of stuff you need to do before the next Grow Garden update comes out. These are very important in making sure that you are able to obtain everything inside of the current update as well as the one that is coming this upcoming weekend. But if this video does help you guys out, please, all I ask is that you subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. Thank you. But to first of all begin with something that is a little bit uncommon and you may have not thought of, but that is actually heading to the Fall Festival's cosmetic shop and actually making sure that you buy this fall fountain. Now, this tip is kind of a 2-in-1 special because to get this, you must contribute to the fall bloom 10 times. So I do have to highly recommend that you guys contribute to this fall bloom, and this is actually super easy to do as long as you're in public servers. Like right now, it's looking for fruit plants, which is one of the easiest things that you can give it because a lot of the seeds that can be found inside of the seed shop, which just cost some shekels, such as blueberries and, you know, strawberries and stuff like that, they are super easy to get. And if you join in a public server, you'll be able to contribute very easily. Let's go ahead and do that real quick right now. And wow, would you look at that? Just like I said, people in here are literally already doing it. As you can see, the fall bloom event is already on cooldown. But why did I specifically mention that you should be getting this fall fountain instead of everything else? Now, you should still be trying to get other stuff, but the reason why you want to get this fall fountain, because if you read this, it says that the fall fountain periodically imbues your garden with the fall mutation, or infuse your crops with the mutation. Now, I have not gotten this, and it is actually a 1 in 100 chance that it restocks every time you restock the bloom shop. So it is fairly rare to get, but I am going to go ahead and buy like 3 of these just to show you how good this thing is, because you would not believe how good it is. And there we go. That is one. For some reason, it's showing like a little caution sign, like my purchase failed, but as you can see, it is successful. So let's do it one more time. There we go. Boom. That is 3 of them, just like so. That is all we really need. You can have more, the more the better, but I'm just going to stick to 3. I really don't think more than 3 is a reasonable amount, especially if you're doing this free to play. So I am going to go ahead and plant these guys down. And keep in mind, this is a divine because it's very good, like I said. So here we go. Let's go ahead and place the fountain. There it is. It's a little tiny thing, and I'm just going to go ahead and place it in the corner. But the reason why we have these is so we can get this brand new fall mutation literally endlessly. If you AFK in the game for like 2-3 hours with just 3 of these guys down, literally almost every single plant inside your garden is going to get the fall mutation. Now, the fall mutation is obtainable through literally just launching the bloom event, but it's not as good because you have to actively participate for that. This allows you to get mutations on all of your plants at literally like basically the same time, because every time they do it, it does it per like plant. So when the mutations apply, all 3 are going to activate at once, meaning 3 out of however many plants you have in your garden are going to get it. Now, tip number 3 is to actually purchase the maple resin seed. In case you don't know, there is a brand new maple resin seed. It's the 2nd ever transcendent inside the game, and in my opinion, it's arguably the best fruit inside of the game. Its normal value is less than that of the bone blossom, but the difference is you can get it to be much bigger weights much easier, and I think it's just so much better to have because all you have to do is help contribute, restock the shop to try and get the maple resin after you've grown to a full bloom 17 times. Tip number 4 is actually another pretty critical one. The next tip I have for you guys is to actually actively feed all of your pets. Now, as you can see, I have been doing that. And the reason why you want to do this is so that you can give them a bunch of mutations. And look, as you can see, this guy right here, this Rainbow Spinosaurus, he had like the corrupted mutation. And just now, I went ahead and mutated him. And as you can see, I have Rainbow on him now, meaning he is significantly better. That's why he's only age 10. But the way you actually age them up very quickly is literally just feed them right before you go to bed or leave the game, bro. It can be anything. Like, you can just go ahead, just feed some coconuts with a bunch of mutations. What matters is that there's mutations. And as you can see, talking about this pet incubator, this guy just helped me with it. Shout out to good boy Gelate. So he's going straight after the developers, bro. The way you actually get this pet incubator machine is very easy. All you do is actually just get some food, which I don't have any food items on me, but literally all you do is grab food and feed it to Raphael over here. When you get him to level 1, and he won't unlock the shop for you just yet if you're only at level 1, but I do have him at tier 2, so I can already see it. But when you get to level 1, what he gives you is this pet incubator instead, which is pretty decent because whatever pet you put in here can actually gain a bunch of XP. I will say it's not as good as having the pet out, of course, but if you can get people to help you feed into this thing, it's definitely very good. Now, this thing has absolutely no fuel, so what you want to do is find the highest rarity plant that you have and actually just feed it in. So for me, that is going to be my bone blossoms. If I can actually collect them, there we go. Every bone blossom is 25% if you have it, or well, around 25%. Oh, I did not mean to give it to that guy. Sorry, sir. I need to put it in here. But there we go. As you can see, now it's going at 2 times XP. But I do have a corrupted Disco Bee, which I'm tired of waiting for him to level up. So I'm just going to use 2 level up lollipops. And there we go. Look at that. Level 50. And I highly recommend you're constantly evolving these things to try and get them to be better. I mean, the disco mutation is pretty good, bro. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and start mutating this guy. And we're actually going to skip the timer. So that way you guys don't have to wait for me to see this thing. And come on, give me rainbow. Oh my God, we got inverted. Okay, that is like trash. But yeah, you get the point. Constantly have them fed. So that way you can go ahead and get better mutations, making everything better in your garden. Tip number 5, and I cannot emphasize this enough and how important it actually is to do it, but you want to head over here to the crafting shop, and like every single update, you want to make yourself a bunch of reclaimers, because there's a very good chance you're gonna have to move some plants around, remove some stuff, moving it to a different save slot, blah blah blah. Reclaimers are actually super easy to make, and honestly, I feel like they might be making some of this stuff easier to craft, because as you know, when they introduced the event lantern, which by the way you should also be making these, so tip number 5 as well, but these take only 10 seconds to make, and reclaimers at the moment take 25 minutes, and all it requires is a harvest tool and a common egg, which are super easy to get. So yeah, definitely make these. I don't see why you wouldn't. And obviously another tip I have for you guys, I believe this is like tip number 6 or something, but make sure you're buying like everything inside of the gear shop, everything except like I don't know, like the cleaning sprays, pet shards, and the favorite tool, as well as like maybe the friendship pot, are very important. And that actually leads me directly to my next tip. When the admin abuse happens this weekend, which is going to be absolutely huge and is going to offer you so many free things, including probably every single prismatic seed inside the game, all of these are probably going to be set in stock by Jandel, and you'll be able to purchase them. So you highly want to be a part of the admin abuse this weekend. It is at 8 p.m. CST, which is also the same as 9 a.m. EST. Same as every single weekend. You get a bunch of rewards for it. It's really cool, and I think some of the best things you can actually get from it are like the 50 level up lollipops I had, as well as things such as the Grand Master Sprinkler. Tip number 8, which is also to do with sprinklers, and this is so important, but you want to head over to the Fall Festival gears, and bro, please unlock this maple sprinkler and get it, because this increases growth speed, mutation chances, and fruit size of fall plants. I know I don't have it, guys. I literally made videos on this game in the testing server when this update came out, so I haven't had the chance to grind the main game, but definitely get it. Get 10 blooms and start purchasing that thing. This one's actually super easy to obtain because it's a 1 in 5 chance in comparison to a 1 in 100 for things such as the Fall Fountain, but the only problem could be that it costs 250 million shekels. Stuff in this update is somewhat expensive, so it's okay if you don't have the stuff, but if you do, definitely go and get it. It's very good. So is everything else in this thing. Like the golden acorn, in my opinion, is amazing. This resets a pet back to age 1, but it empowers it with a random mutation at age 40 instead of 50, which is the requirement for the pet mutations machine. Matter of fact, that reminds me that I should probably use that level up lollipop for my lemon lion right here, because as you can see, this thing doesn't have a mutation. And I want something good. So go ahead, give me this golden acorn. And we're going to actually use it on this lemon lion and just pray that we get something good, bro. I think in order to use it, though, I do have to have the pet down. So we're going to do that. And then click the lemon lion. And he got inverted. No, bro. No. Oh, my God. Yeah, if you get inverted, bro, I'm sorry. I feel your pain as well. The stuff that is currently inside this update has a very likely chance that it is going to stay, so don't be too worried about stuff leaving. It'll definitely be gone next week. However, you do have one more week to get this stuff, and I highly recommend you definitely take your time, but act fast before it's too late. And look, talking about the fall fountain, as you can see, has already gone ahead and applied a bunch of mutations to my fruits. Now, it is applying it to some useless stuff because I do have a lot of useless things in this garden, which I should remove. And for that, I do recommend if you guys have like anything that is pretty much useless, and I do recommend you keeping at least one of every single type of plant because there's a good chance they're going to go back to their old ways and require you to get a certain mutation on a blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of good to have everything. And the final tips I have for you guys is to constantly invest into the Ascension system in case you have a lot of shekels. For me, I have 1 QI, so I'll be able to do this for a very long time. And if you don't know, they have already gone ahead and changed it. And it's actually ridiculously easy to do now. All you require is like one fruit with like 1 or 2 mutations at most. Sometimes it doesn't even require a mutation. And on top of that, it costs 2 trillion shekels every single rebirth, starting at 1 trillion. So since I'm on like my, I believe, I don't even know what number I'm on, but right now for me it is 19 trillion shekels, so it's not expensive. And what I can actually do with this is really good, because something that I recommend actually is you hold on to your garden coins, because technically I could go ahead and buy the safe slot upgrade right now, but I don't need it just yet. Some things in here are very good, and I definitely want to go ahead to keep my garden coins for that, such as maybe even the Ascend Defense cosmetic. I don't know. Actually, the one I kind of have right now already looks good, bro. Why would I get a different cosmetic? But yes, there is a lot of opportunities, and I highly recommend you just hold on to your Ascension coins, because the next update, you'll probably know something better to spend them on. Ooh, prickly pear in stock from the summer shop. Yo, I will take it. Don't mind me. Now, at the time I'm recording, or well, updating on adding into this video, the developers still have not actually announced the update. A few days ago, they asked for some opinions on what people thought of the current update, as Grow a Garden had been surpassed by Steal a Brain Rods, and I think they went ahead and were looking at those feedbacks, so it is probably going to take a while till we hear a little bit more about what's coming in this weekend's update. But without a doubt, all of this information is going to support you guys, and I actually went ahead and even made an admin abuse notification that the developers could do for people who are like AFK in the game. Personally, when the admin abuse is happening, I am sleeping, so I would love to know when I come back what all I have gained from the admin abuse, and I did go ahead and make a little concept for that. As you can see, right here is my little concept. You have the admin rewards, and this is basically a finalizer of everything you have obtained, such as, you know, Jandel Monkey, if they decide to finally give that out, because Jandel did say that one person was going to get it in an update, but that never happened. The Mizuchi pet, which was supposed to come in the game but has yet to be released, as well as the Grandmaster Sprinkler, of course. And yes, I went ahead and made that little concept, so if I can do it, I think the developers can totally go ahead and do it, because they're definitely way better at doing it than me. But without a doubt, I'm very excited to see part 2 to this event. There's probably going to be so many new things added into the game that just enhance it. And I know one thing they've been talking about is adding events that are like interactive and stuff, rather than stuff that, you know, just AFK and get mutations on. So hopefully that is the case. And last but not least, tip like number 1 billion for you guys watching this far into the video, so thank you very much. Make sure that you actually head over to the cosmetic shop, and you might see that mine looks normal. However, there is a very good chance that you actually have a cooking kit cosmetic right here that you can get for free. Well, not for free. I think it's like 15 million or something, but now you're able to have 2 cooking kits, which, as you can see, I have 2 of. One right here, and then one over here next to this fat guy that I actually got by doing my achievement. So yes, definitely make sure you go and get it. Like, come on, hurry up, bro. It's very cheap. If you enjoyed this video, though, hurry up and click this one on the screen right here. Please, I went ahead and handpicked it for you. I would very much appreciate it if you clicked it. But until then, I catch you all in that video. Okay, bye. Hurry, click it.